Hello and welcome back to a brand new video. I wanted to start this week's video off with a little public service announcement. It's something that everyone needs to know about, and it is basically the first week of March is a celebration. It's an annual celebration of Bee. Yeah, so that basically means it's the 36th one. I know a lot of people think it's the 26th. No, it's the 36th. So this is a week, and there is a specific day, it's March the 5th, that I actually will be celebrating turning 36. And I've been really lucky to have the guys at Holzkern actually send me a gift and Theo a gift, which is really lovely of them to do so. Holzkern is a watch and jewellery brand for both men and women, and they produce really beautiful products. They're manufactured in small quantities and made from natural materials, so each product is unique and made of a really high quality. Every product also comes with a 2-year guarantee, and they offer free express worldwide shipping from beautiful Vienna, and custom fees are also included in that as well. So you can get your stuff within 2 to 5 business days. I'm just going to show you Theo's gift first. This is definitely a pair of sunglasses. I'm going to try them on. Oh, these are lovely. They feel really sturdy and like they could actually withstand Theo, because he's very heavy-handed with a lot of his stuff, and these will be perfect for him. This is going to be cool. I haven't actually taken it out. I've had a sneak peek, but I've not actually properly looked at it, and I'm still just like, what? This is a handbag made entirely from wood. It's made entirely from wood. Look at that. I'm just baffled. The chain is lovely. I mean, if that doesn't go with my style, I don't know what is. And if you want to try out Holzkern, then all you need to do is click the link in our description or scan the QR code and use our code INDIE to get 15% off their entire range, which is really exciting, including this stunning bag. I'll put the link to this exact bag in there. I'm obsessed with this. This is going to be my new bag right now. So all the animals are up here. I've got Bella, the cats, the goats. They all just like to be with us at all times. Especially you. Why are you shying away from the camera? It's a really gorgeous day, actually. Oh, snifty friends. Hello, beautiful. Having fun, Furrnando? Okay.
So the sun has just appeared from behind the clouds, which is pretty cool because it's going to be a grey day. It just is. That's the weather forecast. We're in the mountains. It's very chilly. I've got a jumper on and a coat.
Same.
There's people skiing at the top of the mountain. That is how cold it is. You can hear I got snot in my nose, which is just
don't talk about snot. That's
a
gross.
lovely thing. But we're going to do some really cool things today. We're going to work on Miracle Mountain, but also we're going to go down to our new rental property and do some exciting stuff down there, because I've actually been away for the last 3 or 4 days in the Algarve, and I went there to get something for the new rental property, which is, it's just all happening.
It is, it's all systems go, and we'll be showing you what that thing is later on. But for now, we're actually going to do some gardening. I don't know if you'd really call this gardening. It's more like, I don't know, would this fall under gardening?
I guess so. What we're going to do...
What the hell has happened to that?
It was sitting on the ground. It's a bit dirty. But that's what gardening's about, isn't it? It's just a big garden, isn't it, really? Like, it's funny, like, call it farming, whatever you want to call it. We're planting some trees. But over there, we noticed there's so many fresh trees, like, sprouting up out of the grass. Show them. Because obviously they burnt in a fire, and their natural reaction is just to sprout up as many as possible, so that then a couple of them will survive. And I think more than a couple are going to survive.
Oh, so there's tons.
We're going to dig some up, and we're going to actually plant them down by the new pond that I built. And let me tell you, that pond is working now. flawlessly.
I've just looked, sorry to butt in, but I can see so many of them. I'm actually really excited to actually, firstly, dig them up, see how hard it is. Look at this tiny little enchilada I've got. Is that what it's called? Enchilada?
Enchilada.
And see if they survive, but there's tons of them, look.
It's been a while since we've done this, and now is planting season. This is what we always imagined that living on Miracle Mountain would be about. We've got our dog, our goat, our cat. Ginjey's sleeping. She's got her own bedroom these days. She's basically retired.
Oh, baby's showing off her tree climbing skills.
She's like a little bear, but it's just amazing. We get to do our work with, I was going to say the people we love, but
Our
they're
family.
animals. But it's our family.
They're our family, and
So-
here's all the trees. I feel like the more established, the better chance of survival, but
How
maybe
old am
it's... Why?
How old am I?
36?
And I got a pillow to
Oh,
kneel
I
on.
thought you were going to say something about the trees.
I just want to do some experimentation.
I think we should do a mixture of really young ones and then slightly older, more like, cause we've got some over here that are super established, like over here. That's a pretty established one. Theo's going for a baby. How deep is the roots?
So I think something like that would be good.
Yeah,
And
but
this
you
little
gotta think.
tool that I actually bought for debarking trees seems to work really well.
You got to think though, like how long that will take to grow. So I think a mixture would be nice.
Will you point out which ones you want? The bigger ones are up there.
Yeah,
so.
the bigger ones, like I can see some really big ones. Should I get like a pot to put these in?
Yeah, let's get like in the back of the UTV, there's like a crate and we can stack them all up.
Okay, look, they're just everywhere. Tiny little ones. Okay, this crate is actually perfect because it'll let them breathe. Not that they're going to be in there for very long. Theo is getting his tools together. I always like slip on this hill, so I'm amazed I've not done it so far today.
I'm trying my hardest not to stand on them, but
They're everywhere.
it's like a carpet of evergreens.
Fernando, what are you doing? Acting sus. Where's that one that you dug up already?
Just up here.
Oh look, there's a little pine here as well.
Take it.
No, I'd rather these ones because they're like bushier. Leave the pine. Oh, a little oak. Yeah, there's so many. Theo's literally just standing amongst tons. I'm gonna have to put this down.
Here's the first one.
Numero uno.
We've got our own little nursery going
See,
on.
some of them are really established, like
Yeah.
really well, but I'm like, how deep are the roots gonna be?
And obviously we want to keep some here as well. We're not going to take all of them. We can't take all of them because there's thousands.
Yeah, you can see the original border was burnt to oblivion, and then this past month when the big storm came through, we showed it in a recent video, they all got blown over onto the fence. The fence is the thing holding them up.
And very good to go near the pond. They're evergreen, so green all year round, and they won't be able to, like, leaves won't be flying off into the pond. We don't want that.
Yeah, look, these ones, they're not like pine trees that have pine needles that drop off everywhere. I think these are a type of, I want to say a cedar or a cypress, I don't know. Someone tell me, but that one,
That's
let's
good,
see.
but I'm going to keep that there
Okay,
because it's already established.
Yeah, true.
We're going to cut that down, then we can clear this
true.
area.
Okay, maybe more ones like,
Yeah, medium size.
well, that one's growing at the base of,
Yeah.
that's, yeah, I don't know. There's just too much selection.
Right, let's dig. So they're all root balled together, so we'll keep them. We can just pull them off.
Yeah,
down
we'll
there.
thin them out as they're
They're a good
as they're
size.
growing.
I'd say they're a foot long,
Yeah.
like a Subway sandwich. Some bigger ones there.
Good selection.
So we got, I'd say we want about, let's get about 30 trees.
Yeah. So we'll transplant them, we'll put them where we want them. I don't imagine all of them are going to survive. Hopefully enough will survive to create the kind of thing we're imagining. But it's just trial and error, like we're just literally using what we've got. These trees have grown themselves and they're perfect for what we want. And there is actually thousands of them, so It's worth an experiment.
We have a basket full of trees really quickly, which is nice. And it's good for this area as well, because we don't want all of these taking energy from each other. We want to keep the ones that look the strongest, like these big ones here, let them thrive alone. And then these ones, we got a mixture of like bigger ones that's probably 2 foot tall.
I'd say maybe even 3, 2.5.
3 foot. And then we got a foot long, which is perfect. I'm gonna need help.
Stop saying foot long, it's making me want to go Subway and there's actually none here at all.
I'm gonna need help with that.
Let's lift this.
Oh, that was the nice thing about my time in the Algarve. I managed to get myself a lovely curry that felt like I was back in England, because obviously I'm from Birmingham. That is where the best curries in the world are made.
Not in the world. In England. We live in the Balti Triangle. So the Balti, little fact for you, was actually made in Birmingham. So if you've ever been to Birmingham and not had a Balti, what are you doing? Go and have one. It's trying to rain. Did you know it was going to rain today?
It's not meant to rain, but we live in the mountains. Anything can happen.
Okay, let's put you in the back. We've still got the stuff, if you saw the last video, from demolishing the old kitchen. Got some of the stuff in there still.
It's quite heavy, isn't it?
It's quite heavy.
Just over there in that corner.
There's something in the way.
There we go.
Oh, I didn't know you were showing that. I thought this was a snack or something. Hello, baby girl. Hello, fun. Oh, and then my other baby girl. Hello, baby girl. So it's trying to rain, which, oh, and I've just noticed my seat is absolutely soaking.
Do you want the pillow?
Yeah.
A bit of rain.
Never
can't put
hurt
us
anyone, no. And also the other things that we've got to do today. Oh, baby.
He's inside.
Yeah, the other things we've got to do inside anyway. So once we've planted these trees, it doesn't even matter. And
There
look at me.
Princess.
Fit for a princess.
Princess farmer.
Only the best for Bee. Oh, a damp cushion. I think I'd rather just sit on the actual damp
You
chair.
can sit next to me where it's dry.
No, I can't sit next to you. That's way too close. Best friends. Oh, look at that.
Something made me think of you today. Turned a light on, stopped me in my place. Without knowing it, a smile was on my face. Out of the blue, I thought of you. Times like these, I gotta.
So like I said, the pond is completely finished and is working completely perfectly. So I'm super stoked. I got a literal natural spring fountain into the water that creates a little bit of aeration. I've also got a fountain that I should plug in and show them.
You should, but we don't have any power down here.
I will show you that after we've done the planting. I'll show you the fountain because it's really quite cool. But it's all working fine. There's lots of fish in here. They're thriving, and I'm just going to actually give them some feed and see if we can see some.
Theo's favourite part of the day, feeding the old truta. There's loads of activity on the water today. Obviously it's raining, but I don't know if it can show on camera, but there's loads of flies and stuff. So that's good feed for the fish that's in there anyway.
And then flies will get eaten off the top.
Yeah, exactly. Usually Theo will throw the food in, and then if you take a step back, they all come for the food. It's quite fun actually watching them eat. I wonder how long it'll take.
I can't remember what I dreamed of with owning a property like this, but I now know that one of my most favourite things is to come down to the pond that I built with my bare hands, single-handedly, that is working amazingly, bringing fresh spring water that otherwise was just leaving our property. And now I can come down and feed the trout. And it is actually trout season right now, so I can go fishing for trout in the local rivers, which is super exciting. And actually the other day, just before I went to the Algarve, I caught in a lake the biggest perch I've ever caught in my life. It was amazing. So you can see here how nice this little water feature that I've created to bring the spring water into the pond. It's just working really nicely. The level of the pond is exactly where I wanted it, and everything's starting to seed. You can see the green around. Obviously what I'm going to do is make this a lot prettier and hide that pipe just there and surround it all with stone so it looks completely natural. But super stoked so far on how this is working. So not only that is working perfectly, I've actually added an overflow pipe, so when it rains really heavily and non-stop, now you can see all the stuff and the scum off the top of the water is being taken out. So it's like a natural skimmer. I've got to say, this pond is just looking magnificent. Look at that.
This?
Bee is currently just sitting on the deck.
When did you put this in?
Oh, that's a thermometer so I can read the temperature.
What do you reckon it is?
11 degrees.
You checked this already. It's
Of
11
course.
degrees. Oh, you already did check?
Of course I've checked it. I check it every
That was just a
day.
lucky guess. You're a joker.
Look at that. This is just a dream. We get lots of comments about what this is up here. This is actually a pump house. So you can see it's got electricity to the pump house, and it houses pumps, surprisingly, that pump the irrigation for the trees, so we can put irrigation in once that is fixed. Right, Bee's on the end of the dock. How are you liking it?
It's actually really nice, and it's really warmed up. As you might be able to tell, I no longer have my hoodie on or my waterproof jacket, and I'm roasting.
When the sun comes out, it's hot, but
It is
like I
hot.
say, there's people skiing on the top of the mountain.
I just sullied your water with my wellies, I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you. But this, I actually found it in the new rental property, and obviously the swimming pool's not working yet, so I thought I'll tie it to a little bit of fishing line, and then I can keep an eye on the temperature all summer.
So Theo is actually just going to drive the UTV round here where we're going to be doing the planting, because what's the point in carrying the really heavy thing when we could just drive it there?
Right, let's pop this just down here, then we're kind of midway mark, and let's plant the biggest ones on the biggest part of the bank.
Okay.
So I'm just going to use this little tool. It's overkill getting my big driller out and drilling a huge hole. These kind of trees, you can just make a small enough hole big enough for them to thrive. And also there's plenty of water seeping into this area, so I think they'll do really well. And it's exciting, we'll soon find out.
It's all an experimentation. When you're reforesting, you're not going to be able to just make sure every single tree survives, and that's why we're going to be overplanting and seeing how it goes.
Yeah, and there's no more frost now,
Yeah.
as far as we know, and we
No.
hope.
So we've actually done X marks the spot, not that one. Here is X marks the spot. And we're going to start with a biggie.
And we're plenty away from the actual water.
Yeah, we are.
So I'd say, that's probably at least
20
feet.
Yeah, maybe even 25.
20 feet from the water, so we're not going to have a problem with the roots growing into the side of the pond, hopefully.
Well, we need to go and get the plant that's going to go in here first. This soil's nice and damp, really easy to move. It's got good drainage. It's very, don't know what the word is because I'm not a professional gardener. I want to say loamy, but that is not the word. You should put a massive one in.
Hopefully there's enough.
So you're going for a micro one first? Oh, okay.
That's
Oh,
not
that's a
micro.
decent, no, that's a good size. I'd say deeper than that. Go on, deeper. Are they going to need little sticks?
Maybe. We got plenty of water, so we'll obviously water them all afterwards. Just
Oh, it's wonky.
get them to stand up right. And we're going to plant so many. Some will make it, some won't. But
And also it depends on the boars. Remember what they did to the sequoia? Sequoia?
yeah, it might be if the wild boar come and rip them up. It's a bad day for the wild boar.
Oh, shut up.
No, what I'll do is I will then have to
Wonky.
fence the area.
I will give you an 8 out of 10
I know it's wonky.
for the first ever tree planting that you've done.
I've planted a tree before.
On today in the video.
That looks good.
Yeah, it does.
Is that wonky?
Not anymore.
Okay.
Looking good, mate. Wishing you all the best. Shall I just bring over a handful of different ones?
Yeah, you choose which ones you want to plant and we'll go from there.
This one's root system's a bit knackered. They're really itchy plants, actually. Oh, here we go.
Thank you.
I think I'll just take a whole handful. I just pulled that one out by accident. Yeah, there we go.
I'm not quite as the professionals you see in like Canada and the States where they get paid to plant. So they get paid to plant per tree. So they're literally, I've seen videos of them on like social
Rapid.
media and they got a little bag full of, I don't know if you've seen
Plugs.
it, trees. And they're just like these trees as well. And they'll be like this. I'm going slightly slower than that, but
We're planting these with love and care.
it's going well. It's nice to be planting after doing so much work on the infrastructure of this property since the fire. Now we can replant and kind of shape the next however many years. Well, forever really.
Yeah, I am so curious. I can't wait to see how they get on. Trying to plant as many that are the same size. Not wearing gloves because I just don't ever
You
think
like
of
the
that.
feel of the dirt in your nails.
Yeah, I love it. This is pieces of pipe that were either left, oh no, these are all ones that were damaged from the fire, old irrigation stuff, so they need to go eventually. Getting to the part, whoa, where it's brambly and there was broom, so a little bit tougher, but nothing that little tool can't do, and there it is. Blends in so well, you can see it.
Planting is going really nicely. We're covering basically all the way around the pond. We've got a really nice system going, and where Bee's planting right now, I'm kind of lining the road in to where the pond is situated. And I've been doing the digging, she's doing the planting. We've got a good system going. And I've been finding lots of worms, throwing them in the pond, and the fish absolutely go crazy for them. You know that the planting is serious when I've not only got one wet knee, I got two. Dedication to the cause of
I've
getting
got
this
dry
place.
knees.
re-establishing,
What?
replanting, regrowing, what's it called? Rewilding.
Why are your knees wet and mine are dry?
Because I've been on my knees, because I got a bad back.
I know how to squat, clearly. My knees are dry.
We've really got to hope that the deer don't just come down here for like a quick snack, because they'll probably see that like walking into Whole Foods and just grabbing a fresh leafy green. But we don't want that. We got the boars, the deer, and all sorts of other stuff to compete against. But
I mean,
we
if
want to
we
live
wanted-
in unison with them, so hopefully they
we-
will live in unison with us.
Well, if we wanted to be really extra, we could like put special tubes around them.
Yeah, we can put tubes
I
around
did
them.
actually buy that material for that purpose.
I
but
think
where
let's
it
just
is, I
see
don't know.
what happens.
Yeah.
And then if in the next couple of weeks is all good,
If we come down tomorrow morning and every single one has been ripped out of the ground, then we know.
then we need to protect them
Yeah.
with shielded armour.
Theo needs to move down here and sleep with the trees.
24-hour
And
security.
just keep an eye on them. Is this the final hole?
Well, this is the last hole here, yeah. I think we've got a few plants left, so we're just trees left. So we'll plant the next couple of trees and then we're done and we can move on to the next task. Well done. You enjoyed that? I did.
Yeah, I did.
It was really fun. It's nice to kind of
I've got one left of this size.
get your hands dirty. Like I can dig one more hole there.
Dig one more, just so they're all together. All of the trees we dug up have now been planted. I'll show you where we've done them. Some of them towards the end got a bit sporadic because we were, oh, is that a spider web? We were just like, we've got spares, so we'll just put them where they might work, they might not. Like I said, probably a million times already, not all of these are going to survive, I know that, but they are gonna give it their best shot. And the area where they are, this terrace is really good for water. It literally is the most moist terrace probably on the whole property. Obviously there's the pond right next to it as well. And these are really hardy trees. So I'm hopeful that at least 50% will survive. Let's see. So we did a whole row along here. You can't even really see them, which is, you know, I mean, they're green and the ground's green. And then we did some slightly bigger ones here, just kind of making some rows, differentiating, because it's like, this is like a path along here to there. And then we did all the way around the back of there as well. I wanted to just check the overflow area where the pipe goes. Oh, frog or something just jumped right in. Oh, and there's newts there. I wonder if there's any newts in here as well. Don't fall in, Bee, don't fall in. There is. Oh, or are they baby frogs? No, they're newts, check it out. Oh, they look like they're having a little scuffle. Little head to head. They are, they're having a little battle. Look at that little tail flap. What's going on here? It's probably some sort of mating ceremony or something, and I'm just being a pervert watching. This is fascinating. It could be territorial. Let's see. Oh. For anyone who's invested in the Newt drama, this one, where's my finger? This one just kind of went off into this little hole and now he's come back and is following the other newt. I think it's a territorial thing. I think they're having a little battle over who can live in this patch of greenery. The other one's skedaddled. I don't know where it's gone. But fascinating. I think I just scared it. What is that in my hair? A load of soil in my hair. I'm not really much of a newt expert. I'm not an expert in newts. But if you are, let me know what that was. I think it was a territory battle. The sun's coming out and it's glorious. Let's have a look down here. Fascinating. So you can see we've got water coming down here. It's like created its own natural rivulet. And then it comes down into this, like this whole trench holds water. And then we've got the overflow from the pond going back into here. and that's where the newts were. And there are some newts in here as well. Oh yeah, speaking of newts. Hello, can you see it? It literally, there it is. Oh, I don't know if this, there it is, you can see it. The sun has moved.
It feels like I'm surrounded by landmines. Like when I'm walking around, I'm like...
Not to be dramatic or anything.
Is it a tree? But it's all good. I'm going to mark out where they all are.
I mean,
So-
we can kind of tell, like, there's the
Yeah.
little strips.
Obviously, I'll put them to the side of where I normally drive, but
You did almost already drive over one.
sometimes I just get excited with the tractor and just go
If
crazy.
you go through here with the tractor and shred them all, I'll kick you in the nuts.
Right, let's go to the new house.
It's time to show you the grand thing.
Oh, and you've been pruning?
And your mic isn't on. Here we go. I have been pruning, haven't I?
And they look so much better.
They do. I pruned all the hydrangeas on the front here. I just left the old heads on the floor.
Oh, there's such beautiful colours when they go live.
They do. I need to put all these in the compost, but when they go live, like Theo said, they're lovely. And did you know that with hydrangeas, if you give them different things, like I think if you give them copper sulfate, it makes the flowers go blue. So you can actually change the colours of the plants. Time to show you the grand reveal. Just wouldn't do it. It's in here. It's in here.
Hang on a
Love the
minute.
doorknob. What?
Don't show them.
Oh, okay.
Let us know in the comments what you think I picked up from the Algarve. You got a couple of seconds. Write it now, and we'll see if you're right.
3.
But right now,
Two.
I've got a jack that I
One.
just got out the Hilux, and I got these like weird. Well, they're not weird. They're just boards
They're
with
so
wheels.
weird, dude. What are those?
But
Tread on each one, make a snake board. Okay, go on. Whack the lights on. Let's let the room warm up. And then we will unveil. Well, it's not just one thing actually that you brought back. I totally forgot. It's 2. How could we forget?
and the second thing, I got completely free because it was on the side of the road.
Boom-tsh. I don't know why I did that. It wasn't a joke. I'm not ready. When are we going to show it once it's warmed up?
Let the lights.
Okay.
We're still on halogens over here.
Ding 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 ding. It still won't be ready. It takes about half an hour for it to warm up, so let's just bask in the sun like lizards. Enjoy the warmth. I think it's going to try and rain. There's some grey clouds. Hey, that's not what we got. No, it is really.
Look at this. I've got a full-size English pool table. So when you stay here, you're going to have a full games room. And seriously, like, it's just so exciting. Like, I'm excited to put a new bathroom, kitchen, but I'm also excited to build a pub down here for you guys to just chill out in. You can go swimming in the pool, then you can play pool.
Can you explain what the difference is between an English pool table and other kinds of tables for people who are like, what?
Yeah, so American pool tables, you have like straight edge pockets. English pool, the pockets are smaller, the balls are also smaller.
And it's curved.
And they're curved like a snooker table. So that's pretty much the difference. And this thing
Is this 7
was
foot?
so heavy, yeah, 7 foot. This thing was so heavy. The felt is in great condition.
It's in really good condition.
I got-
It's really similar to the one we used to have.
I got a really good price on it and I'm just stoked. The felt's great, it plays lovely. It's not leveled right now, but this is one piece slate.
Yeah,
so
this-
it's incredibly heavy. My friend helped me get it in the back of the van.
Yeah, it was just you and Bobby and Algarve moving it.
What's to do with these grey skies in the Algarve?
Yeah, it's meant to be the sunny Algarve. It's just rain every single day.
Yeah,
apart from tomorrow.
more like the stormy Algarve. Are you sure you've taken us to the Algarve here? Freya's trying to work out the location of the pool table. I'll be heading there. So we skip to the hard bit. Dog's helping Theo. Good stuff, Theo. Got it in.
And then I made sure I had backup for when I got back to here. I got my friend John, Marcus,
And Bee.
and B, and we all took a corner, and it was so much easier with 4 people. But the plan is I'm going to have like the fancy pool lights that come down here, like the rustic green to match the cloth. There's going to be a stud wall here, and over here is going to be the dart section. So there's going to be a dartboard on the wall so you can play darts. And then I got this sofa completely free. There's no rips in it
Now,
whatsoever.
any OG... But
Indie projects.
No, well, no, I was going to say indie projects, but that's not true because this was a few years into indie projects. But OG barn conversion people will recognise this sofa. It is, in fact, exactly the same as the old one that we picked up off the side of the road that was on our off-grid property, but that one was all split. Oh, you got a skateboard deck. Did Bobby give you that?
Yeah, so my friend, he
Got
was,
no grip on it.
well, professional skateboarder. He had his own pro board.
Amazing.
And so, yeah, he gave me this, which is good. So I'm going to start skating again, if my knees can handle it. But this is in really good condition. It doesn't smell. There's no rips. It turns into a sofa bed.
Yeah, I want to try and... I can't do that with one hand. Let me pop these up there. Let's demonstrate. Actually, there might not be enough room to...
Yeah, we need to create some room, but basically that lifts up and then it goes into one
Is that
piece.
your arse? Sounded literally like your arse. Move it all this way.
I don't think we can do it.
I want to show it. I'm
Yeah,
determined.
we're going to tidy up now.
Hang on, wait. Just quickly. Just flap it up. Yeah, and now let's just push it that way a bit. There we go. Okay.
So it turns into...
Single bed.
So like if you just want to
So
come down
comfy.
here
You can sleep on the crease.
and just lie next to a pool table, then you're more than welcome. You can do whatever you like. But down here, obviously we need to configure everything. This needs to go in the optimal position for a pool table, so you're not banging your cues off the wall. Obviously I'm going to build out that wall there and put like memorabilia on it. It's just going to be a beautiful place.
So what's the plan for today?
So we just need to get this jacked up and hopefully on wheels, so I can wheel it around. So I brought them
That's
boards.
what these funny little fake skateboards are for.
So hopefully we can jack it up, put it on wheels, then we can move it around and find the optimal place for it and have a little bit of a tidy up. And then obviously the sofa's going to be somewhere. Take that shelf down.
I think the sofa personally should go along this wall.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that'd be the perfect. Let's see.
And then I'm going to get probably like an old barrel
That'll fit perfectly there.
and build like a little bar area so you can put your drink somewhere safe. Any snacks that you got while you're playing.
I want to see how well jacking this up goes.
Look at this.
Oh, I love those.
So I've got an old rustic cue holder, so
Cool.
that can go on the side of the wall like that. Perfect.
I hate the positioning there, but
Like
yeah.
that. But yeah, it won't be there. It's really not level. That's my excuse.
It's not level.
Go on, show us how it's
I
done.
want to do this evenly, like that. This feels really
No, just take a shot.
Well, just be prepared to cry.
Let's see.
Now, this is the first time I've ever used this table. So
And the cue's a bit mashed.
that was absolutely shocking.
I will be replacing the.
It was absolutely
I'll be replacing the cues.
Oh, this is killing me now. We can't. We have to pot it.
This bucket.
Okay.
It's just super wonky.
Oh, you're killing me!
Right, I got an easy
This
shot.
feels like playing pool in a dream because it's just not going where it's supposed to.
Can't even.
Good thing you got a bed to kneel on. If you don't pot this, cringy. Oh. I think that way, personally, the longest. Will it fit?
Yeah, I got some wood to spread the weight because this is so narrow. I'm just going to go straight through that
Okay.
in the back of the UTV. So could you grab it while I figure out?
Oh my gosh, this is heavy. It's going to have to be under the arm. type of scenario. Birdsong is nice. Spring is really in the air. Was this the wood?
Yeah. Have to make sure I put all this jack back.
Yeah, don't lose
Hopefully I never have to use it. But
Theo's got such strong hands that he's actually just spinning the jack thing with his fingers. We don't even need to use this little extension bit.
I knew my massive hands would come in useful one day.
Clamp hands. Okay, I've noticed a slight problem.
What's up?
Getting this in.
You go from the other side.
Oh, yeah, obviously. I'm the moron.
I don't think we have to go that far off if you put that under.
Nearly there. Nearly there. Like a millimetre out. Okay, a little bit higher because there's some stupid little foamy bits. There we go.
Yes!
Straighten it up if you can.
Yes!
And do the other, much easier.
That was so much easier than I thought. I thought it was going to be like absolutely impossible. Nothing is impossible.
Well, growing wings as a human is impossible.
I just didn't really trust the table.
Trust the process,
I
man.
I didn't want to jack it up. Like, look at how small that is. It would just go straight through the table. This is old chipboard. It's like, you know, it's old. It's been moved from an old English pub to the Algarve and then to here.
Stop smacking it, you're weakening it. This, obviously because it's already jacked up, it doesn't have to go as far. Okay, now for the real fun part. Let's roll this baby around.
Does it skate? I'm a genius. I'm just a genius.
I don't think a genius would call themselves a genius though, so it's lost genius points.
Look at that.
So cool.
So now we can be like, find
It's not staying on these wheels forever, just for
No,
anyone
no.
who's like, what, that's so dumb, you shouldn't. No, it's not staying on there forever, it's just so we can move it around for now. Okay,
It's so we can find the optimal playing position for the pool table, and then obviously I'll jack it back up a little bit, let it down onto its feet because it's got feet, and then what I have to do is go through the process of putting a level on every which way and making sure this is perfectly level for playing, which is, it's going to be incredibly fun.
And also what we're going to do now is we're going to wheel it probably over there.
Yeah, let's just push it
and
in
then
the
we'll
corner.
put all these things over there. Yeah?
Yeah, let's push. Push, push. That is working so well.
Oh. Oh, it's blue underneath. Oh, Theo's trashing the joint. He's lifted the...
I don't think that's... There we go. But it's actually incredibly comfortable.
Don't lie.
No, come
it
and
looks horrific.
come and sit on that.
Uncomfortable. I'm not selling it very well. I don't need to. Yeah, man, this is the comfiest sofa I've ever sat on.
I mean, it's not the comfiest sofa I've ever sat on, but while you're hanging out in here and playing pool...
Yeah, it's fine for hanging out
Yeah,
on,
it's
but
not like I wouldn't have it in my living room.
Oh, no. That's why it won't be upstairs. It's staying down here in the games room. And the great thing is, it's covered in this, like, easy, clean material.
Exactly.
So any spillages,
Yeah.
wipeable, mate.
Don't spill beer or anything on the pool tablecloth.
If you sully the table, you get sullied back.
I'll be coming. I'll be coming for you. But I think this, in this corner, we'll take this off.
Yeah.
We'll remove all that. We'll cut these off, and even just taking that down will create another 3-4 foot.
Yeah, and removing the massive beehive.
Yeah,
I know
remove
it's
the
probably
beehives.
for wine, but
We'll use them for summit, and all of this stuff. Yeah, we'll just move out the way, and then I can start to position the pool table and get this light off. It's good it's on wheels now because they seem to have like concreted this light
Good
into
old
the roof.
concrete. Let's just have some more concrete
Which
time.
screws obviously weren't enough. So
And nails. Don't forget the nails.
I would chip this off and replace it with proper pool
I
lights.
bet it's nailed into the ceiling. I bet it's nailed into the ceiling.
I want to show you guys something outside because there's been a lot of people saying basically they wouldn't feel safe having their kids here with the outside pool being completely open. So let me show you what I'm actually going to do. So I was trying to come up with solutions on how I could make it that if you're just hanging out here and you've got like small children with you and you turn your back, they can't just run down the path and do a somersault into the swimming pool or have an accident. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build a block wall across here all the way to this bollard, and then another block wall all the way to here, and then there will be a gate that is you can lock, which is here, and then continue it to this wall. So what that will do is have about a 3-foot block wall that will all be rendered and probably painted white like the rest of the house. But then on top of it, I want to put like a nice decorative, like spiky
Fencing.
railing of some sort.
Yeah.
So it
Maybe
just,
not necessarily spiky.
Maybe not
'cause
spiky,
we all
maybe-
know someone who fell on a spiky fence.
yeah, maybe not spiky, maybe like a curvy situation.
Basically make it hard as hell to climb over.
But I think that will be a really nice touch, and it will add a lot of security and
Assurance
to like families who are staying here. So thank you for that suggestion.
So Theo's just heading off into the old games room. I've got some random bits and pieces to be doing. We're actually going on holiday. I can't wait for a week. This is the first holiday we've had together since 2023 when we drove up to Alaska. That was so fun. So fun. This is going to be a lot more chill. It's just an actual break. And I wanted to say before I end the video, don't forget, if you want to check out Holzkern, use code INDIE for 15% off the entire store. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.